Way. Hello. Greetings. Happy Saturday. Hello, hello. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? It hasn't been too long. I just saw you guys last night. That was a fun stream. And now we're bringing it back down. We're making it chill because it's a study stream. It was supposed to be an art stream, but now it's a study stream. And actually the Spotify music is a bit loud in my ear, so I'll put it down. I know you guys can't hear it yet, but I'm listening to what is this called? It's called Helvetica Aqua Aero Radio. It's very Frutiger Aero. So we're gonna be listening to that soon. But hello. Hello, hello. How you guys doing? Let's see who we got here. Let's see. Before even Saribot our rock, we have Folk. You got Chistika. And hello, hello, Harpsichord Enjoyer. Hello, Owen. Yeah, I got Go. Or I guess people in Europe, don't they pronounce it like Goff, right? And then the actual, like, what is it? Like Dutch, Netherlandish, Flemish way to say it is like GOGH, right? Or something like that? I don't know. I don't know. I just know that it's like pronounced so different everywhere. But we Bear Americans say Van Gogh. So yeah, I got Go. See, even the captions when I say Van Gogh. See? Now let me see. Van Gogh. Oh, okay, that works too. Okay, that's fine. That's totally permissible as well. Hello, hello, Owen, hello, Harpsichord Enjoyer, hello, Seishun. I'm just saying GOG. I love the GOG. I may have had the tab open from when you made your blue sky post. Oh, I see. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate you clicking as soon as you saw the Bisky post. But yeah, it's a study stream today. I'm trying out different programs today, because yeah, we're gonna start first with On Together, the one that I tried to do a study stream to last week. Fugubi, hello, you got your sticker. But yeah, last week I tried to do a study stream using On Together, but then my PC just like imploded on itself. Not literally, of course, but it just like crashed, and then I had to reset. But then at that point, when Beans was troubleshooting it, it was like, oh, we might just have to cancel at this point because it's gonna be a lot of like driver stuff. So we tried last week, but then everything crashed. So hopefully the same thing doesn't happen this time around. At first I thought that like, oh, maybe my PC can't handle like all my streaming programs plus On Together. But I feel like On Together isn't that heavy of a game, you know? So maybe that was just like a driver thing. We'll see today. And then another program that I might want to try out is GOGH or Go or GOG. It's another productivity app game. I made my avatar in On Together really cute. Nice, nice. So if you want to join in, let's actually get to class right now. Get to class. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. It's me, Babinka Bear, your local Sun Bear art history teacher and educational streamer. Today is a study stream. Oh, the Spotify's a bit loud, isn't it? Bit loud, in it? There we go. But yeah, we got some vibes today. We got some Helvetica Aqua Aero Radio vibes. I was looking more so for something, you know, utopian scholastic, but who doesn't like a good old Frutiger Aero, right? I finally made my avatar on there too, and then I never finished making my room. Yeah, I actually spent a bit of time on Go just to see if like how it worked. So I already made my avatar on that, and the colors are a little funky on that program. I'll show you guys eventually, but I tried to make my avatar look like a purple bear. Like, I even made my skin purple, and then I wore, like, a tank top to make it match my, like, chest marking, but it just wasn't working. Like, it couldn't get this light tan color. It always came out as, like, an orange, so that was kind of weird. But then again, I think it's similar to, like, On Together, in which I think they're both early access, right? I know for sure On Together is early access. Because they're still testing out a whole lot of things. A lot of things are still blocked off. I'm not sure about Go, though. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I just picked like one of the default rooms. Because I saw that you can customize your room and stuff, but I haven't actually like tested it out yet. But yeah, in terms of some productivity, well, actually there's one thing that I want to do before we even start hopping into like our productivity, because a part of me is scared that like the thing that happened last week is going to happen again. where we're gonna yap for an hour. We get started on the productivity, on the focusing on the Pomodoro, and then it just all crashes. So I might want to just like hop right into the studying now, but let's yap a little bit. For one, I'd want to do a little bit of a warm up in terms of playing Food Guesser again, or maybe I'm just addicted. Maybe I'm just having a ball with Food Guesser. But let's get some food. Let's get some food. And then I'll yap about what it is I'm focusing on today, what I'm working on for today. I can't give too much detail because some of it is like a private project, but yeah, we'll talk about that and then we'll jump right into the focus Pomodoro-ing. And if you guys want to join in on my On Together room, I'll give you guys the server number. Or if anything, we could even do that right now. I know I keep on flip-flopping, but it's like, might as well get certain things out of the way ASAP. So how about this? If any of you guys have On Together, I'm going to put the server ID here. On Together server ID. And then if we do end up moving to GOGH and you guys don't have GOGH, then it'll just be like a solo thing, and you know, we'll just have a gay old time. But otherwise, I think you have to accept the request. Yeah, I did accept. There you go. Yeah, I did do that, in which just for security reasons. So I think you're in the room now, Owen. Feel free to wander around. I'm sitting at like that like little library place. Here, I'll just show you. There's like a little library place. But while you do that, while you find me, let's get some food. Let's get some food. So, wait, I heard a little sound. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Wait, you're so cute. Wait, adorable! The little sailor outfit, the little wings, the pink. That's adorable. I love it. Love, love, love. Cute. Okay. With that, let's get the Christmas hat, the Santa hat on your emote. Okay, we got 5 rounds of Food Guesser here. Are you guys ready? Let's guess some. This looks very American. Oh no, wait, phyllo dough. Okay, let's see what we have here. Phyllo dough, ground meat, beef or lamb, onions, garlic, parsley, egg, salt, pepper, cumin, olive oil, potatoes, cheese, lemon wedges. There's something about the cheese that reminds me of like just American cheese, but I guess American cheese would be like more orange, right? This dish involves creating a filling with mincemeat, onions, parsley, cinnamon, and seasoning. The mixture is wrapped in thin pastry sheets, then folded into triangles. Each triangle is secured with a flour paste, brushed with egg wash, fried until golden brown and crispy, served hot, often accompanied by a lemon wedge, for a flavorful and crunchy appetizer. That sounds really good. That sounds really good. American cheese comes in a variety of colors, to be fair. That's true. That's true. What I'm imagining in my head is like orang. So I remember yesterday we talked about like phyllo dough and how that's like, I thought it was Greek, but I think you guys said that it's like the same, also sorry if you heard the burp, the same dough that you would use in baklava, but then a lot of countries also claim baklava. So I kind of want to start in either Balkan or like Middle East Levantine. So let's start with like Syria first. Warm. You gotta go more northwest, so let's go to the Balkans. Romania. Also warm. Now we go, oh, Borek Anabi. That sounds almost Turkish, but this is saying that it's southwest. Southwest of Romania. Is that Bosnia? We might need, oh, we have 2 more guesses. We might need the world map. Let me see if I can get that world map. Let me get that going. Not the clickable world map. I need the one that's just like a big PDF. There we go. Okay. So I did Romania and it said to go southwest. And now we did Bosnia and it's telling me to go even more southwest. So which one of these is Bosnia again? Number 7. Number 7, so southwest of Bosnia. Oh, Italy? That is southwest. Unless we're looking at like, unless we're looking at like North Africa. What is this called? Burek Anabi? Let's check it out. Tunisia? Ooh, Tunisia and Algeria, we got it. We got it. So Borek Anabi, also known as Brik Anabi, is a traditional North African dish with roots in Tunisian and Algerian cuisine. It's commonly prepared during the month of Ramadan and other festive occasions. The dish is characterized by its thin, fried pastry exterior and savory fillings. The main components of Borek Anabi are malsuka and brick pastry. Actually, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it just looks good, right? I'm a sucker for like pastry with like, you know, some kind of protein filling. Because I can't have like actual meat anymore, even if it's like impossible beef or some kind of, you know, like alternative, some kind of meat-friendly alternative, it's so yummy. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. It does look good, right? Especially cheese. It's almost like a cheeseburger, but like I don't know, a little bit more yum-tastic. Yum! I didn't notice this last time. I didn't see that there's like a little like you can put pass or yum. I feel like I haven't seen one yet where I'm just like, yeah, pass, you know. Mega Bronson, hello. No, I can have impossible beef. I can have. I was just saying like I can't have like real beef or meat anymore. So like I'm down to have this with like impossible beef. So sorry, I think I misspoke. I'm looking up a recipe. It looks good, right? Like I said, I'm a sucker for like meat pastries, like the chebureki that I was telling you guys about, the Russian, or I think it's Russian. Like, I'm such a sucker for that. The shopao, you know, the bao buns. Oh, so good. All right, next round. Okay, so pork, white rice. Ooh, I love rice. Soy sauce, sugar, mirin, sake, onion, garlic, ginger dashi, green onions, pickled ginger, sesame seeds. This seems like it's Japanese, right? Because mirin, sake. This dish features tender pork slices simmered in a savory sweet soy. Oh, that's kind of hard to. Okay, savory sweet a savory sweet soy based sauce. Try saying that 10 times fast. Well, also all of this. Pork slices simmered in a savory sweet soy based sauce. There you go. Often enhanced with ingredients like ginger and onions. It's typically served over a bowl of steaming white rice, creating a comforting and satisfying meal. This sounds like a beef bowl. Oh, dang, my mom's calling me and I just missed it. She's, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Let's see, garnish with toppings such as green onions and pickled ginger. This dish offers a harmonious blend of flavors and textures that delight the palate. But when I was a kid, this is like, you know, prime Yoshinoya beef bowl, right? Gyudon? Yeah, right? So let's put it in for Japan. Yep, Japan. Oh, it's butadon. Oh, buta as in like pig. So I would put yum, but I would have to I don't want to click pass though. It's more of like it's because I can't have pork, right? But if it had like an alternative, I would literally eat this up. I was gonna say my crunch wraps are made with the fake meat, and I had you and beans in mind for that. I love crunch wraps. I love crunch wraps. Don is bowl. Yeah, so gyudon would be like a meat bowl or beef bowl. Buta would be like pork or pig. Exactly. So yeah, we got chikom. Let's see, what's this? Quinces, ground lamb, ground beef, rice, onions, walnuts, dried apricots, raisins, tomato paste, parsley, cinnamon, allspice, sugar, salt, black pepper, butter, or oil. This dish features a hollowed-out gold fruit filled with a savory mixture of ground meat, rice, onions, herbs, and spices. Once stuffed, the fruits are gently simmered in a sweet tart sauce, often flavored with pomegranate, molasses, or tomato. The result beautifully combines fragrant fruity notes to a rich spice filling, offering a unique balance of sweet and savory flavors in each bite. Something about this feels Mediterranean to me. Maybe it's also because the picture has like this little, you know, jug right next to it. The one thing that like I'm not as good at, like, you know, kind of like dissecting is like the ingredients. I feel like when I watch Sklimbo play Food Guesser, he's usually good at like, oh, this has, you know, olive oil, so it's more likely to be like Southern Europe, right? There are some ingredients that I know, mostly because I mostly study like the Americas a lot, so I know a lot of like traditional like indigenous American foods, but like When it comes to like European and all that stuff, I'm not 100% sure. So this feels Mediterranean, so let's go with Greece first. See what happens. Oh, it borders Greece. And it's to the northeast. No, wait, to the east. It's like the compass is wildly sliding around. Turkey is more southeast though, so I was gonna say Turkey, but yeah, let's check it out. Turkey? Oh yeah, it's Turkey. Oh, it's Armenia, Iran, and Turkey. There you go. It's called stuffed kinses. It's a traditional dish in the cuisines of Armenia, Iran, and Turkey. The dish uses kinses, a fruit native to the Caucasus. Oh, there you go. Because I've actually never heard of kinses before. Or quinces? Would it be pronounced quinces? Not, quince? I was going to say Mediterranean too, but it could be like anywhere for real. For real. All right, let's go to the next round. What round was that? Oh, this is 4 out of 5. Yo, this just looks like katsudon, doesn't it? Pork cutlet, flour, egg, panko, breadcrumbs. Yeah, isn't just enjoy it with rice and miso soup for a complete meal. This is another Japan one. Easy peasy. Yeah, it's tonkatsu. Not katsudon, tonkatsu. Yeah, tonkatsu. IDK, that's a Bleach character. Oh, the Quincy's. The Quincy's. Man, 1,000-Year Blood War in Bleach is just so good. Is this another Japan one? Why did we get 3 Japanese dishes in a row? Noodles, soy sauce, rice vinegar. That's a Naruto right there. Sesame oil, garlic, green onions, nori, ground pork, poached egg, chili oil, bamboo shoots, pickled ginger, bonito flakes, and bean sprouts. Isn't this just ramen? Or what's the ramen without the broth? Udon? Not the 3 Japanese dishes in a row. Oh, abura soba. Soba noodles. The land calls back to you. How come we haven't gotten any Philippines? Like, look at that. Look, 3 out of the 5 are Japan. Let's do a couple more rounds. Come on. Come on. Wait, what is this? Bread, cheese, pickle, butter, lettuce, tomato? Huh? Interesting. This looks like something I would have as a child. To make this dish, start with 2 slices of bread. Spread pickle relish evenly on 1 slice. Layer thin slices of your favorite cheese on top. Add optional ingredients like lettuce or tomato if desired. Place the 2nd slice of bread on top to complete the sandwich. Cut into halves or quarters, then serve and enjoy. This feels like UK or US. Right? This feels like something like, I don't mean to like insult any kind of like culinary cuisine or culinary culture, but doesn't this seem like a struggle meal? Like, remember when I was talking about butter sandwiches? United States? No, cold. Okay, United Kingdom. Okay, it's the UK. It's a cheese and pickle sandwich. Can I insult them? If it was cold, my next guess would have been Australia. It says lettuce and tomato are optional. So it's literally cheese, pickle, butter, lettuce. Not gonna lie. Well, the thing is, I grew up not liking pickles that much. So I actually don't think I would have had this as a kid. But like, I could imagine myself like eating this, This feels less like a cultural, culinary, hallmark, and more of like, oh, this is all we have in the fridge. But like I said, not to insult any cultures out there. I understand the struggle meal, and I know one when I see one. I mean, I do remember one struggle meal that I liked was that we've had personally. I don't remember if you were there for it, but Beans one time made, this was like early on, like just out of high school, I want to say. It was like tortilla that was being heated directly on the stove, and then there was, I want to say sugar and something else. Butter and sugar. It was a tortilla, butter, sugar, and then we like, our friends like heated it on the, like right on the stovetop. Not even like with a pan on the stovetop, like right on the stovetop itself. That one was good. I actually do remember like liking that one. Butter gave away the British, Australian, American sandwiches don't usually use butter outside of the grilled cheese. Oh, true, true. But I think I'm biased because I ate butter sandwiches as a cub. So as a kid, I did the same thing with pita. Yeah, it's good, right? And it's, you know, to redeem myself with any British bobing cubs, is that not very similar to fairy bread? You know, isn't it like bread with like sprinkles or something like that? But yeah, that's funny though. Okay, what's this one? Ooh, this looks good. Smoked herring. That immediately makes me think like Scandinavian. Rye bread, chives, radishes, egg yolk, butter, salt, pepper, dill, onions optional. Place the slice of rye bread on a plate, spread with butter, and top the piece with smoked herring. Add finely chopped chives, thinly sliced red onion rings. I don't like red onion though, unless it's like cooked really well. Radish slices, finished with a raw egg yolk placed in the center. So that means it could never be America. Serve immediately. The dish showcases a harmonious blend of flavors and textures. Yeah, isn't it like, I remember people saying that like you can eat raw egg yolk in like Japan, and then people started saying like, oh, you could actually do that anywhere outside of the US. Because like the food quality just like, you know, isn't the best. Let's try Norway first. Hot, okay. And it's asking us to go south? Denmark? It's Danish. It's Danish. Sol over Gudjem. Gudjem? Traditional Danish dish that originates from the island of Bornholm, specifically to the town of Gudjem. The name translates to sun over Gudjem. Capturing the essence of the dish's presentation, it's a type of open-faced sandwich, a culinary format common in Danish cuisine. Oh, is that like the official, like the actual term for it? I would just call it toast. But open-faced sandwich sounds pretty fancy. Food safety standards are better outside of the US. We have to refrigerate eggs. Yeah, Struggle meal formula, some sort of cultural carb, bread, rice, or tortilla. Condiment, mayo, soy sauce, butter, whatever else you might have. Exactly, exactly. I'm a sucker for like, well, I'm picky with my like rice and ulam mix because I can't even do like, I know a lot of Filipinos that do like, their breakfast would just be rice and egg. I can't do that. It has to be like some kind of protein, you know? Even if it's tofu. But I just can't do like rice and egg by itself. I could do rice egg with like a third thing. This was definitely gonna Scandinavian country. Nobody else specifically eats herring. That was my thought process as well. I was a rice and soy sauce boy. Oh, you know what you reminded me of? I can't do rice and egg. I can do porridge though. Like if it's just soup and rice, I literally like eat that up. I grew up loving like the soup and rice combo, especially if it's like sinigang, or like a sour soup. All right, next round. Ooh, this looks southeast. Pandan mention, bao pandan. Rice flour, glutinous rice flour, tapioca starch, water, brown sugar, pandan leaves, food coloring. This dish is so probably Southeast Asia. I hesitate to say Philippines right away though. But maybe this is Vietnam. The dish is a traditional treat often enjoyed during the Mid-Autumn Festival, commonly filled with sweet or savory ingredients. It's particularly famous for its chewy texture, created by a unique type of rice. This dish is linked to a culture with a deep maritime history and significant indigenous influences. Enjoyed with tea, it's a beloved symbol of family reunions and seasonal celebrations. So definitely seems like Southeast Asian at the very least. Pandan, though it immediately makes me think of like Philippines. This isn't one that I'm specifically familiar with, but then again, that could mean that it's just like one of the many Filipino cultures that I'm not familiar with, because I'm only familiar with like Tagalog and a teensy bit of Bisaya, but it might be, you know, Southern, you know, Maguindanao, it might be Northern, but I'm also tempted to try out like other parts of Southeast Asia. So let's do Vietnam first. It borders Vietnam to the east. Is that Cambodia? I'm actually not 100% great with my Asian geography. Warm. Okay. Chao Akoy. That, I'm actually not familiar with what that sounds like. Would that be like Hmong? Let's look at the map. Vietnam. Oh, it said east. Wait, would it really be Philippines? Do we have a Mid-Autumn Festival? Like, It borders to the east. It borders Vietnam to the east. But like Vietnam is like the easternmost on the mainland. Unless it's like, okay, let's try Philippines. 'Cause warm? Okay, so it's northwest of the Philippines. It borders Vietnam on the east? Oh, northeast. I was reading it wrong. To the northeast. So China. Or Taiwan? And it's warm northwest of the Philippines? So China? Is it China? It is China. China and Taiwan. Chao Akoe. Chao Ake. Chu Kake. Chu. If I got this word, Shu Chuguo, then I would be like, okay, it's Chinese. It's just Chinese. Pandan mentioned insert pointing Wojak meme. Yeah, Taiwan or China. I think I was like, I read it wrong, and that's why I was like, east of Vietnam. East of Vietnam is the ocean, like, and the Philippines. But I didn't see the part that said like northeast, and it's like, that makes sense actually. Okay, next round is 4 out of 5. Murmura. I'm actually not familiar with that. Date palm jaggery, koya, ghee, cardamom, nuts, raisins. So this is South Asia to me. This is reading South Asia. But we don't know for sure if it's like India or Bangladesh or Bhutan. The ocean? Which ocean? Laotian! My favorite King of the Hill moment is the like when Cotton meets Khan for the first time. And they're like, he's Japanese. And Cotton's just like, no, he ain't. Looks him up and down. He's Laotian. Isn't that right, Mr. Khan? And if you, like, I remember reading the comment section on this, but, like, at no point did anyone ever tell Khan's name? So, is he just so, like, you know, like, Pierce's dad level of racist that he just knows, you know? It's like that tweet that I remember where it's like, have you ever had like a moment of racism, but it was kind of funny? And the quoted tweet is like a black guy saying that like, oh, there was this a-hole that was like making clicking noises at me. And I told him like, stop that, you don't even know where I'm from. And the guy was like, yeah, I bet you're like East African. And the like, it's implied that the tweeter was just like, oh. Like, it's almost like, you know, like, as opposed to casual racism, like competitive racism. It's like, oh, wow, you like actually know your stuff, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, he did name the exact country. It was Eritrea, wasn't it? Like, oh, I bet you're Eritrean, aren't you? And it's like, what? That scene lives rent-free in my head. Thank you for understanding that right away. No, he ain't. He's Laotian. He did the equivalent of calling an Indian person he doesn't know Mr. Patel. Yeah. Ranked competitive racism. He's Laotian. They took my shins. So we are thinking that this might be some kind of South Asian cuisine. This dish is traditional sweet delicacy crafted from puffed rice and date palm jaggery. Enriched with flavors of ghee and cardamom, often containing bits of cashews, it's cherished for its unique texture and rich sweet taste. I feel like Dianor told me about something like this before. Perfectly round and soft, it's typically enjoyed during the winter season when the fresh date palm jaggery is available. The blend of ingredients offers a delightful melt-in-the-mouth experience. So let's try India first. Okay, cool. It's India. It's Jai Nagarer Moa. Ooh, cool. Oh, it's Bengali specifically. Cool. All right, we got our final round. Oh, what is that? that looked like a chocolate. It also looked like something else for a second. Licorice, chocolate, sugar, glucose syrup, wheat flour, fat, gelatin, food acids, emulsifiers, vegetable oil flavors, glazing agents, colors, salt, coconut, caramel. This just feels like well, I was gonna say American, but if it just didn't have licorice, I'd be like, this just sounds like a Hershey chocolate bar, but different, you know? I thought it was longanisa, right? Like the shape is like kind of like sausage-like. Licorice pieces coated in a layer of smooth milk or dark chocolate. The unique combination of the chewy, slightly salty licorice core and sweet, creamy chocolate exterior creates a delightful contrast of flavors and textures. Because I know that I right away want to say the US. Because for one, chocolate. But also it could be like a cuisine that was... Because one thing about chocolate is that it's native to the Americas. It was like first found and used in like Mesoamerica, but this is also probably like a modern cuisine as well. But the licorice is kind of throwing me off, and it's not that Bear Americans don't eat licorice. We do, but I feel like aren't there other countries that eat it more? Like Scandinavian countries, right? Yeah, exactly, Mega Bronson, right? Like, I feel like I associate licorice with like Scandinavian countries, but maybe I'm overthinking it. Especially because it has like all these other things like emulsifiers, and it even says colors. Let's try United States first. It's ice cold. Oh, but look what's interesting. The compass is pointing southwest. Mayhaps Australia? It's Australia. Australia, New Zealand. Chocolate bullets. Bullets. I need more bullets. It's Swedish fish propaganda. Australia. Oh, there we go. Full excited too. Australia does a lot of licorice too. Yeah, there you go. There you go. So chocolate bullets are a type of confectionery popular in Australia and New Zealand. The basic composition of chocolate bullets includes licorice stacks that are coated with a layer of chocolate. Typically the licorice is black, but there's also variations that feature red licorice. Yeah, I'm used to the red one. The red ropes or whatever they're called. Folk knows his licorice lore. Yeah, right? Yeah, and there's, you know, with all the emulsifiers and gelatin and stuff, that's why it's like, oh yeah, chocolate's from the Americas, but this is pretty modern. This seems pretty modern, so all right, we did it. Our final score. That one was a bit more satisfying compared to the first round when it was just like 3 out of the 5 were just Japan, you know? So that was good. That was satisfying. I'd be down to like make this a typical thing with the start of each stream. Kind of like how like Almantas usually, or I haven't like tuned into his streams lately, but I know that he occasionally starts off his streams with like some brain teasers to just get the mind going, you know? So yeah, cool. So now that we got the brain flowing, now it's time to focus all that energy somewhere. The rest of the stream is going to be some focus study time using the Pomodoro method. For those who don't know, I feel like a lot of us already know, but just in case you don't, Pomodoro is this productivity studying focus technique where you study or you focus on your task for a couple minutes at a time. In my case, I put 25, and then you take a short break. And then after 3 sessions of like productivity and break, you get a long break, almost as like a little treat. You must know thy enemy. You're not a fan of licorice. I also don't like it as much, but to me it's because I grew up with like, you know, I need to be flavor blasted with sugar, and licorice just doesn't have that, right? Or at least like many variations of licorice. I feel like Swedish fish, or at least the Americanized versions of it, are pretty good. But like red rope is always just like, where's the sugar? where's the yummy part, you know? As a child, an elementary teacher gave us all black licorice as a prize, and we all hated it. It's a core memory. Oh my gosh. My core memory like candy prize from a teacher was Jolly Ranchers. My first grade teacher would give us Jolly Ranchers as a prize. So I always associate that with like my first grade teacher. I love that salty black licorice from the Nordic countries. I don't know if I've ever tasted like legit. Hello, cutie pup or cute pup XP. Hello. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever tasted like legit licorice in the same way that I don't think I've ever actually tasted legit beer. You know, I've only tasted like the watered down American beers, like your Coors, your Bud Lights. You know. So I feel like I'm pretty firm in that I don't like beer, but then again, I'm open to the idea of like, maybe I just need to try real beer. it'll taste better. So maybe that's also the deal with like black licorice too, right? I've only had like the Americanized like red rope or whatever it is. Oh yeah, get your stickers, everyone. Get your stickers. Let's see. Q-Pup said black licorice can interfere with medications. Oh, I think I heard about that before. But yeah. I kind of forgot about that. Oh, thank you for the pet, Dove Beetle. Also, hello, Dove Beetle. Hello. You got your sticker. And you summon the cats. Black licorice is disgusting, but I also have a massive sweet tooth, so I'm biased. Same, folk. Same, 100%. I have a big sweet tooth. And that's why it's like, oh, this isn't like compounded with 10,000, you know, kilograms. What the heck is a kilogram? 1,000 pounds of sugar? I hate it. I'll bring some salmiak to Offkai. Ooh, I'm down, I'm down. I had a teacher who used to give out dots. I hate them because they stick to your teeth. Oh yeah, dots. That's right. Get a Guinness, you'll feel like you're chewing liquid bread. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. I might be down. But yeah, I've grown up just being like, I'm not really like a beer person, but it's because I've only had Coors at like a family party where your Filipino uncle is just like, hey, Binka, try this. Go get me a beer. You can have a sip. And then I'll taste it and be like, ew, it tastes like grandma. This tastes like grandma. Wait a second, this does taste like grandma. Honestly, I don't like beer fermented hops. It's not my favorite flavor. I'd rather have some fruity and sugary with deceptive amount of alcohol in it. That's me too. Cute pup, yeah, that's me too. Like I'm a sucker for like a margarita. Or like a was it Long Island iced tea? Or an AMF. I know that's dangerous, but I'm a sucker for like the super sweet drinks. It's always my titas going, want a sip of their Moscato. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah, I'm such a sucker for margaritas. I also like things like Fireball because I think it tastes really good. Oh, when I was in my 20s, I did not like Fireball, but I feel like it's because my friend group, it felt like they were trying to force it. They're like, come on, guys, let's do the Fireball. Let's drink the Fireball. And I was just like, I don't like it. Because this is the same friend group that did the whole oh, don't make a face when you take your shot. Don't make a face, you know? And it's like, it's kind of hard not to. I want candy that gets me crunk. Exactly. Exactly. Gala Hughes, hello. Bobingo Bear. Hello. We were gonna get started with focusing and Pomodoroing, but then we started talking about alcohol. You know. you know how I used to eat the candies as a kid, and honestly, the cinnamon covers up the burn of the alcohol, so it's a lot smoother, and I really like it. Ah, I see. That makes sense. That makes sense. I also didn't know that Fireball had candies. Today I learned, because when you say Fireball, I just think of the alcohol. Like the cinnamon alcohol. I feel like it can taste good if it's mixed with something else. But I think I've said this before, and it's very ABG coded. Asian baby girl coded, but my favorite alcoholic drink back when I used to drink a lot was rum chata with milk tea. I had a friend, our friend group had like a friend who worked at like a milk tea spot, a boba spot, and there was one time where she bought like a jug of milk tea. She brought like a whole jug of milk tea, and we had it with rum chata, and that was like, chef's kiss. So good. It's very ABG. ABG's mentioned. I only drank Fireball when it was free. True. The candy is called an Atomic Fireball, and it's just a little hard red candy. I might have had that as a kid, actually. When you say Atomic Fireball, that does conjure up some images in my head. It's like a spicy cinnamon flavored. I don't know why I'm imagining, when I was in elementary school, I used to, there was like a gas station near my elementary school, and my parents, one of my parents, whoever was dropping me off that day, would occasionally like go there to get some goodies from there. And I distinctly remember certain like packaging on certain candies. I remember we used to get like those ring pops, but there was also the gum that's in the like metal container that looks like Band-Aids. And there was also a spray. There was like a spray candy. Now that I'm like thinking about it, like that's so bad for your teeth, but well, all of it. Like all of it was like really bad for your like oral health. But I'm just like I'm like reminiscing of like how sweet and like tart a lot of those candies were. How serendipitous! I'm sitting at the airport lounge trying to work on stuff when I decided to check Twitch. Oops. Ooh, I hope since you're in the airport lounge, I'm assuming that you're gonna be on a flight soon, or you might have just come back from one. So I hope if you're going on a flight, I hope that it's safe and not like super long with no comfy leg room and I hope it's good, basically. But nice, yeah. We might jump into focusing pretty soon. Let's see. It was really disturbing when somebody would get that pink roll bubble gum and then just open it up and take a whole bite out of the whole thing. I've seen that before. I've seen that before, and it freaks me out too. I've also oh no, I was gonna say like I feel like I might have seen that with those like fruit by the foot, but no, they have paper. They have paper inside the fruit by the foot to prevent people from just taking a big old bite. I'm sure people still did take a bite out of it, you know, and just eat the paper. But I feel like it's not as easy as doing it compared to like doing it with like the pink roll of bubble gum. I'm going home from my trip, got a 5-hour flight ahead of me. Yo, have a safe one. And yeah, if you want to like focus in with us, especially since you said you're trying to work on stuff, then no problem at all. The 5-hour flight though, man. But yeah, like fruit by the foot. I remember I went to my Digimon locals like a month or so ago, and someone had fruit gushers. You guys remember fruit gushers? The one that like they're jewel shaped, and when you like eat it and you bite down on it, you get like the little like gush of a fruity flavor. I haven't had that in a while. I hadn't had it in a while, so I just remember being like flabbergasted when they brought it out. And they're like, they still sell those. Like that never stopped. That's still a thing that they sell. But I just remember like me personally, I haven't eaten like a fruit gushers in a while. See, because I was raised on candy with rice paper on it, when I first encountered fruit by the foot, I tried to eat the paper. Are you talking about White Rabbit? Because that's the one that I think of when I think of like candy with white paper. The only thing is the White Rabbit that I would always get, that my like grandparents would always give me, was like super tough. like it was edible, it was chewable, but you had to soften it up by putting this like rock hard candy in your mouth and then like soften it up and then, you know, eat it, swallow it. But I remember like it was always like rock hard for some reason. I never really cared for gushers. I was more of a fruit by the foot fruit roll-up kid. Yeah, the fruit roll-ups, yeah. You remember when like the fruit roll-ups, if you like, once you like tear it off of the paper would have little like writing on it. Like I don't remember if it was like jokes or just like little sentences or designs. Yeah, I don't know why that came to mind. Yeah, the White Rabbit milk candy. Yeah. The design for that is like just from like a, well, I speak as if I'm a graphic designer. I'm not really, but like, but the graphic design of the White Rabbit like wrappers are just so good. Like I see people that have made like merch based off of like that design and that coloring, and it's like, ooh, chef's kiss. I love it. Alrighty then. Should we keep on yapping for 10 more minutes, or should we just get into the focusing, you think? You remember the fruit by the foot tongue tattoos? I kind of do. How about this? We'll keep on yapping for like, let's do like 5 minutes, and then I'll just start the ad break early. We can keep on talking about candy for the next 5 minutes, and then we'll do our focusing. Robbie, thank you for the 22 months. I always appreciate you. I hope you've been well. The tongue tattoos never worked for me. Wait, yeah, that ish goes hard. The semi-transparent wrapper is too good. Yeah, right? Nobody gives the proper respect to zebra stripe gum. Why does that sound familiar? Zebra stripe gum. Oh, yeah! I remember these. Yeah, I remember I love the colors. I remember like the design was like so banger. But I do remember like that wasn't always like my first choice, because let me see if you just Google 90s candy or like American candy, like what pops up here? Nerds, yeah, nerds. I don't know why I said nerds with all the vitriol of like a bully in an 80s movie going nerd. Like, it kind of just came out of my mouth like that. Gobstopper. I didn't really eat Gobstopper because I remember like when I think did they talk about it in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Because I remember like my like second or third grade teacher read that book to us out loud, and I remember they were describing Gobstoppers, and I think like students around me were like, "Oh yeah, Gobstoppers," and I was like, I don't know what that is. Like, the best 2 seconds of fruit flavor you could buy. Oh, they had the tongue tattoos. I just think of Homer in college. Nerd! Can't forget. Yeah, Hubba Bubba. Hubba Bubba is a good one. That one is very... There was one that me and Beans were like at a Target, and we saw like some kind of candy, and we were like, oh my god, it reminds us of like the like 2000s here. 2000s like super vibrant candy. Oh, what was it? Was it Hubba Bubba? It was another kind of gum. Oh, this is what I was talking about. The like Band-Aid gum. Was it Hubba Bubba? Your inner bully manifesting. Like, I can't just say the word nerd normally. I always have to be like, nerd! Oh, Binko, what's your favorite kind of, you know, like miniature candy? With, you know, the miniature candy with a little character. Oh, my favorite candy? I really love nerds! Freaking nerds! I still can't find any of the strawberry cream savers, even though they brought them back. My friend saying nerd like that is a compliment. Oh gosh, I was such a sucker for Sour Punch like candy. I love tart candy. Like I like sour candy. Ooh, hate these. Like I'm gonna tell you right now, I hate these. Yeah, the strawberry like cream ones, the cream savers. Yes, dude. I remember I would like. This was so not good, but this is just to show the state of like how much of a sweet tooth I had. Of like, I remember I would like finish half a bag of like cream savers, like in quick succession. That's not a good thing. Have you seen those Disney bully shorts? The guy goes around college campuses and confronts people like he's a Disney bully. I have. I saw one where like he goes into the room with like the like tables arranged in like a square, and he just starts talking, and like he's with his crew too, right? He's just like, "What's up, nerd?" Doesn't he say something about like oh, I heard that you want to ask Donna out to the school dance. Well, you can't cuz she's my girl. And he like does all these like exaggerated motions and stuff. Like, and then the person he's talking to is just like at a loss. He's just like, what? What was that extreme sour? I think it was called like Juicy Drop Pops. Oh, the one where you like drop the like you like drip the liquid candy onto like the solid candy. Is it like, I kind of remember these, like the squeeze pops. Yeah. It's so funny. I kind of remember these. Oh, these ones. Look. Images you can taste. Yeah, the Juicy Drop. I remember these. The ring pop, the bottle pop. The little burgers. I think maybe it was in middle school or something. Or I forget where, but I remember like one of my classes, either in elementary or middle school, had like, this was like one of the prizes, but it was like a rare prize, you know? Oh, the push pop. They had triple push pop? That's insane. I don't think I ever had that. I love me a baby bottle pop. Loved it so much. Yeah. Remember the ads? Baby bottle pop. Baby bottle pop. They still make the burgers. They're SpongeBob branded now. That makes sense. The Krabby Patties, right? Sour candies would destroy my tongue as a kid. Yeah, I did like it though. Like, I really like the let me see. Not the Airheads was fine too. Where is it? The sour punch? Not Sour Patch Kids. Sour candy 90s. Not the warheads. These, the straws. I would get these all the time. And they would in fact destroy your tongue. The gummy Krabby Patties love me some of those. Yeah, the Sour Punch straws. Exactly. I don't think I ever actually used it as a straw. Has anyone ever tried that, to actually like use it as a straw? These ones were like super, I remember these ones were super sour, like super flavorful. These ones were actually like, even though I love sour candy, these ones were too much for me. Which that's probably why the logo looks like that. Retro sours. I never had Razzles before. Razzles! The Warhead Challenge coming back? Oh no. It's coming back, y'all. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. But yeah, like, how do we even get to the topic of like 90s candy? Wait, what are these? Popping candy. tried using the straws, but they weren't as good as the wafer ones. Yeah, the wafer. I remember the wafer ones. That's still like the chocolate straws, chocolate straw wafers. Yeah, these ones are like such a hallmark of like Filipino like desserts as well. Where's like the Filipino one? Sticko. I grew up on these too, the Filipino ones. But I do know that there's also like American ones. Like I vaguely, are these even American? Oh, look, they even have the Pepperidge Farm. So yeah, Pepperidge Farm remembers. Pirouette. But I also did grow up more so on the Filipino ones. The Sticko Filipino. Uy, Philippines. Yeah, these ones. Actually, we'll talk a little bit about Filipino snacks before we go to the ad break. I know I've talked about these before, but the chocolate. I keep thinking it says choconut, but it's not. It's chocolate. And then the sweet corn. I think I've talked about this before, because I feel like people have been hearing more about sweet corn stuff because of like, I guess, Korean influence, but I kind of grew up with it because of like Filipino stuff. These chips, if you ever get the opportunity to eat them, they're bomb. They are like corn flavored, but they are also sweet. And for those that aren't used to that like combination, it might seem kind of odd, but trust me, it's so good. And that's why when you try like a sweet corn latte at like some kind of Korean cafe or something like that, people are sometimes like, oh, that sounds like a weird combination. But no, trust me, really good. Let me see what we have here. I always rinse the warheads in the sink to get rid of the sour layer before eating them. Yeah, because they still have like the sweet flavor underneath, right? I understand it, but it does also remind me of the, what was it, Altair rinsing his kimchi of the spice. Warhead individually love them. Warheads by the handful could not handle it. I love those wafer straws so much. You can get them at the dollar store. Oh, the closest thing to sweet corn we had was a cereal called, I kind of remember Pops. Cereal Pops. Yeah, did they not have these anymore? I do remember like the commercials for like Apple Jacks, for like what is this? It's so old school. Is this like an earlier one, or is this like a mock-up? I do remember Pops. And then I also remember tricks are for kids, but like specifically the yogurt. Remember these? God, looking back at all these sweet things that like a lot of millennials and maybe some Gen Zs like grew up with, or maybe even Gen X too. Looking back at these, it's like no wonder like a lot of us have like some kind of like sugar problem, diabetes, or the diabetes, you know, or like tooth problems. It's like we just are surrounded by so much sugar. Do you remember the like talking chin commercials that we did? Like gotta have my pop. Kind of sort of, but I don't know why when you when I read your note just now, or your comment right now, I don't know why I immediately thought of those like weird claymation apples for Apple Jacks, like in the 2000s. Way too much sugar, 100%. Like they're like, we were just surrounded by sugar. Like even just seeing like this yogurt reminds me of like those what is it, Kid Cuisine? These were my jam. Oh my god, wait, is this still a thing? Is this like the contemporary version? Is he 3D and like kind of realistic now? And now he's Spider-Man too? Crazy. I remember these, yeah. The like little chocolate pudding. I remember the corn being like extremely mid, but like the chicken nuggets and like mac and cheese were kind of okay. I tried to have one of those as an adult. They are so freaking gross now. Yeah, I do feel like some of it is nostalgia. Some of like the whole like, oh, things tasted better when we were kids. Like some of it is nostalgia, but I also do legitimately think that like food quality has gone down like in recent years because of like, you know, increasing profits, so like cutting corners in terms of like flavor or like the quality of food. So like it's a little like half and half, not even half and half. I feel like a lot of it is like the food quality has legitimately like gone down in past years. They changed the penguin from being rad to a supporting character from a Happy Feet. Yeah, like look at that, right? They gave him the backwards cap, but you know, at the cost of a soul, really. Like, he no longer has his whimsy, his joy, his soul. Instead, he's just so corporate now, as if he wasn't corporate before. We do have an ad break coming up, and the last thing I'll say before we go to recess is that I actually was a fan of TV dinners growing up. Like, Swedish meatballs. Man, I still think about them a lot. Like, a lot. Alright, I'll see you guys in about 3 minutes, and then we'll get to focusing. Okay, we're back. We're back, and I read during the ad break. I like drank some water, and then I like saw folks comment all the rad mascots that still exist have been toned down. The Nestle Quick Bunny is just some guy now, and I decided to like Google it. And let's get back to the class. And yeah, because like I was looking at like the Google images, and I'm like, he doesn't look that bad. He looks, you know, the same as he was. Wait, what happened? I don't want the story. I want the bunny. Where? Oh, here. There we go. But it's like, yeah, if you look at the little like little like thumbs up, the little like, you know, milk toast, just kind of like, yeah, you should drink Nesquik. Even the font doesn't quite have the same like oomph, you know? Cause like look at this, like, what is this, like 70s, 80s? He has a little bit of character to him. Even like the 90s one, cause I was looking at the Google images. Hold on. And I was like, this doesn't look too bad. Like this looks fine, right? He looks like his like old whimsical self. This one's like a little bit more whimsical. Oh, but actually if you compare it to this guy, like look at this guy. This guy's cool. He's got like a digivice here. No, I'm just kidding. That looks like a Walkman. He's been Gen Z'd. I know. Like this guy's so cool. Like this guy would like, you know, he'd be like, yo, if you want to try some of that ganja, I got you, but like no pressure. No pressure. You're not any less cool if you don't do it, bro. And this one's just like, hey man, did you do the homework for 5th period? Yeah, it was just so hard. Damn, that guy drives top down in the convertible, smokes cigs in the high school parking lot. Yeah, because like I was like looking at this one and I'm like, okay, it's fine, I guess. It's not too bad. Like even this is like whatever. But then when you compare it to like this guy, dang, bro. Like, I feel less cool looking at him, right? Like I feel like I'm less cool. I think a fun like art exercise when I'm not like when I don't have like 5 pieces of art to finish for like a project. One thing would be like, ooh, I wonder how Babinka would look as like a 90s mascot, you know? You gotta have like these big old like eyes and stuff. Even his hair, like his hair kind of looks similar to like the way that I try to style it, except his is more like flowery and out there. But that'd be an interesting thing to try out, right? But all right, we're back from the ad break. We're back from our bathroom break. We're back from recess. It's time for our study session. So I think I was explaining Pomodoro before we started talking about candy, but yeah, Pomodoro is we're just gonna have like a session of like 25 minutes to like focus on whatever task you need to do, whether that be studying for something or working on like a task. Like for example, like for streams, one idea I had was like working on redeems and stuff, but for today I actually do need to like focus on like specific artwork, but I can't show it on screen, which is why I'm just showing the On Together game on here instead. And then we'll take a break after the 25 minutes. Maybe that's when we'll yap. We might even explore the world of On Together. And then we'll focus again, and after a couple of cycles of that, we'll have like a long break where we just yap and go from there. It's really a shame that the 90s and early 2000s exhausted all the Earth's supply of radicalium. There you go. It really did, right? But who knows? Maybe time is cyclical. In a way, especially with like art movements, it kind of is not cyclical, but there's always a reaction to something, because like a lot of the maximalism, a lot of the like outlandish maximalism we had design-wise in the 90s and 2000s was toned down by the 2010s in the favor of like minimalism and like sleek minimalist design. But now we are seeing kind of like a reaction against that, you know, going back to, you know, some more whimsy, some more like experimental design elements. So I don't know, part of me also wants to be hopeful that like maybe the radicalium will find more reserves, right? They speedran the 90s and 2000s fashion this last cycle. They kind of did. They really did. And yet we don't see the return of the Nestle Quick Chocolate Rabbit in terms of that Walkman fashion. It truly is a shame. It is. It is a shame. But alrighty, you guys, let's do this. So I'm gonna go ahead and start that timer. I'm gonna be focusing on some art for some projects. And then you guys can still chat in the chat. And if you want to join together, if you have the demo for On Together, it is free. I think, I'm pretty sure. If you have the demo for it, the ID, the server ID is in the pinned comment. So feel free to join me and Owen over here as we do our stuff. And then, yeah. I will mute though. I will mute my mic. So I will see you guys. I'll be in the chat, but I will chat with you guys after about 25 minutes. So let's go ahead and do it. All right, that was our first study sesh. I think I just put it for like a 10-minute break. Wait, let me put away the mute stuff. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, here. Maybe the break should be a little bit longer, but for now we'll do just like 10 minutes of a day yapping. Man, this art project that I have. Once again, it's for a private project, but like this project got hands. This project got hands. Doing this kind of work is like oh no, I can't run around. I have to like stay here, right? While I'm doing my focus session, or else the timer's gonna stop. I was gonna like run around and do stuff, but that's okay. That's okay. I'll run around at the speed of sound. But yeah, I'm doing something that is kind of like, in terms of the art, I'm doing something that's a little out of my my wheelhouse. I'm so used to just making little critters, little characters, right? And usually when I draw like figures, they're usually in some kind of void. Like they're usually, that like I either just have no background, or it's a simple background, or I like, the background is some kind of gradient or something lazy like that. I'm not the best with drawing backgrounds. I do have experience drawing like landscapes and backgrounds, but it's not something that I do if I like don't have to, So there are techniques to make, and there are people that like prefer landscape art or architectural art. I feel like it is like a good skill to develop as an artist, but it's just not something I'm used to. So that's essentially what I'm doing right now. I'm making like a landscape background for something, and it's like, man, this project got hands. Like landscapes got hands, as the kids say. So it's stuff that, like I said, I've studied before. I've taken a drawing class way back when, in like my early 20s, when I was still like I still wanted to be like a graphic design major. Because before, if you ever pursue like graphic design, or at least in my case, my prerequisite classes were stuff like intro to 2D art, color theory, typography. To be fair though, I did take a typography class. I didn't get a lot out of it, and it's such a shame because typography itself is such a rich subject of like, oh, how do you like mix and match certain fonts together? How do you know what font to use for a certain thing? And the professor that I had, he had like really good reviews on Rate My Professor, but it just like, I don't know, like the like the ratings were all saying stuff like, oh yeah, he did such a good job like guiding me on how to like get better at graphic design and typography and all that kind of stuff. But like when I actually took the class, he would just like assign assignments. He would just assign things, and like there wouldn't even be like because when you take like, for example, a drawing class, your professor will like probably assign you something like, oh, draw an egg. Like that was one of my projects, was like draw 3 eggs, draw your shoes using only like lines of varying like thickness. Draw something from like this still life, and then you draw it, you do your assignment, you come back, and then you have like a critique day, which like critique days, I feel like depending on your professor, it could be like a really bad time. They can be very traumatizing for people, but if you have a good professor, they're good. They're like usually good sessions, because like a good professor will know how to like pair together constructive critique along with like what you did well, like what you can work on and what you did well, right? A good professor is usually like trained in being able to facilitate that discussion. But yeah, I have heard horror stories of like people who study art, and then it's come critique day, it's like, oh yeah, your your shading whack, your line work whack, your color theory whack, your composition whack. Me, I'm chill as Also, your Jordans are fake, like I've heard stories like that. But a lot of the professors I've had have been like pretty good at providing critique in a way that like helps you improve. I think that's the big thing with like providing art critique, is that you want to be able to give some kind of actionable item to the artist in question. You don't want to just be like, oh, your colors suck, bro. You want to be like, I feel like the colors are not blending well with the intent, or I feel like the colors are kind of competing for attention, if you work on like the saturation on this, or like the brightness of that, I think that can help complement, you know, the composition more or something like that, you know. So you should like try to give people like actionable items, like, oh, try to adjust the colors like this, or try to adjust your line work like that. That usually helps a lot. But with this graphic design and like typography, because I never took graphic design, but like when I was taking like typography classes or a typography class, he would just like assign it, and then like he would just grade it. Like there wouldn't really be like a class critique. And I guess if you're like socially anxious, that's a little bit better because it's like, oh, I just get my grade and I get, you know, like my critique privately. But I feel like there is also something to be said about like having another set of eyes, whether it's just your professor or your fellow like classmates, to like look at the work and be like, oh yeah, like I think you should, like, this would look perfect if you just move over this tree a little bit to the left, you know, stuff like that. So I didn't get that much out of the typography class, unfortunately, but that's not to say typography as a like genre of art is not good, because basically what typography is, it's like, yeah, like what I said, like knowing what font to use when, you know. I feel like I could have benefited a lot from just knowing like something like what kind of fonts to use on let's say like a video game ad versus a ad for like a community college, you know. Because now what actually helped me a lot in my own personal like this feels almost like, it felt almost like a hack to me, because what helped me understand graphic design a little bit more was like the job I have now in designing curriculum to be accessible. And by accessible, like, oh, use fonts that if someone has dyslexia, they'd be able to read, or use colors in a way that like if someone were colorblind, they would still be able to like appreciate your design, you know. I don't know if you guys have seen, there was a tweet probably like a couple weeks ago, or maybe a week ago. I forgot like how recent it was, but there was like someone who made like art of I don't know if they were Japanese but it was like an anime style like girl, who was otherwise like completely like, you know, ordinary in terms of like, I think they were just wearing like a school uniform. Like, they were just wearing like a school uniform, and it was just like a you know, anime style girl, but her skin was slightly green. And a lot of people in the comment section were like, oh, this is a nice illustration. Why is she green? And the artist was just kind of like, oh, I was experimenting with the color, and it seemed like they weren't sure of what people were saying. Like, green? What do you mean green? And then that's one of those like, oh, today I learned I'm colorblind like kind of posts, which unfortunate for that person, but good also that they were able to learn that. But it is it's like when people tweet that like, oh, what do you mean apples aren't spicy for you guys? And it's like, oh, I think this is how you learn that you're allergic to apples. But yeah, it's actually, speaking of, I should probably get my midday snack soon. If I'm holding to my like dietitian's advice, I'm supposed to like eat a small breakfast and then like a small snack in between that and like lunchtime. So I think I'm gonna get some fruit once we get to the next either study sesh or break. But yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, so like color blindness, right? Or people who are colorblind or have color blindness. Yeah, that's something to like be aware of too, because like if someone has like red-green color blindness, you want to make sure that like, for example, if you're like playing a video game and it's like, oh, press the you know, press the red button, not the green button type of thing, or else the bomb explodes. If someone has like red-green color blindness, it's like, which one do I press? You know, so yeah. Oh, we still have like, we have 40 seconds left. That break went by pretty quickly. So what I'm gonna do is, before I start the timer for the next Pomodoro, I might do a quick snack break just to like get something from the fridge, and then we'll come back and we'll start our second study session. But otherwise, I think we'll be fine with 10-minute breaks, because it does let me just yap. Like, it just lets me like yap without too much pause. And I think that there is some progress happening during those study sessions, the Pomodoro sessions. So let me go ahead and direct myself over to On Together. And then before we proceed with the next study sesh, all right, we'll pause. I'm going to grab a snacky. But I won't put you guys in an ad break, not yet though. So, but BRB. Oh wait, no, I didn't mean to do that. I'll put you guys here in the cub corner. Or maybe recess. There you go. Okay, I'll be back. Alright, it's a good thing I'm not allergic to apples because I just got myself a bowl of apples. They're very sweet. So, looking at the clock right now, I'm gonna start the next study focus sesh. Sorry, I'm still chewing my apple. I'm gonna start it, and most likely the ad break is gonna start playing in about like 10 minutes, a little less than 10 minutes or so. We're just gonna like study through it because, you know, no conversations happening. You guys aren't gonna be missing out on much. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start that study session. I'll yap with you guys in about 25 minutes. So happy focusing. Oh my gosh, that went by so quickly. Maybe I do need to adjust like the times on the study sessions, but actually it's actually pretty convenient because I finished one rough draft, moved on to another rough draft, and oh, I didn't even notice that Mega Bronson has joined the lobby. Sorry if you were waiting for a while, I didn't realize it. But feel free to take your time, Mega Bronson, to like look around the area. Try to find us. We're in this like little library area. I didn't even realize it. But yeah, that went by pretty quick. Yeah, I worked on the rough draft for something. Nope, not long at all. I was creating a character. Ah, yeah, the character creator is pretty nifty in this one. I like it. You could be like a person, you could be like an animal, you know? They don't have bear ears yet, so I'm I guess a purple cat. I'm like a purple cat. I don't think we'll have time today to try out the GOGH, the GOGH, the Van Gogh program today. That one also has a very interesting character creator. Or we might like end off on like looking at the character creator. Instead of we might not use Go for I keep pronouncing it a different way each time, but like I'll just try to settle on GOGH. So we might not use it for focus and studying, but I might just want to like have you guys look at the character creator to see what I mean. Like the colors are a bit wonky, but I ended up just like making some changes to the design so that it still kind of reads as like Babinka Bear, and instead of being an animal, I'm just like a person with like buns in lieu of like the bear ears. Yo, Mega Bronson, hello, I see ya. Nice, you got the cap. For a second, I was like, "Is that a bowl cut? Are you going for like the like the like nostalgic look?" But I like it. I like it, especially with like the purple sweater. That was cool. How do I sit? Press F. It should give you some like focus. My legs don't work. It should give you some options, and if you like click on one of them, you'll like automatically sit down. And then there is a cool thing too with there you go. Oh, you're eating. You're munching. I love it. It does make me like kind of hungry, but I am trying to. I guess I'll talk a little bit about that diet I was like referring to because I went to the dietitian the other day. Yeah, it's already been 2 days, and I know I talked about it on stream already. But basically, like I'm breaking up my meals instead of like breakfast, lunch, and dinner into like a light breakfast and then a snack 3 hours later, and then a light lunch and then a snack 3 hours later, and then a light-ish dinner. Or like it can actually be like a heavier dinner. But I even have like a little booklet. The only thing is like I don't think I can like show it to you guys because I feel like the company on the like in the booklet is like very specific. So you might be able to like it's very doxable is what I'm saying. But I'm holding the booklet right now, and like you know, my portions are cut into like those sections, but it also gets a little granular because that's what I asked for. She was like, "Oh, do you need like a very specific meal plan that's like very granular and like says like what kinds of foods you should have, or do you think you're good with just the advice that I gave you?" And I was like, I feel like I need something a little granular. So I have like a little chart where for breakfast I can have 1 fat, 1 protein, 1 starch, and 1 fruit, you know. And even the dietitian is like, you don't have to like follow this to a T, but it's just like, consider it a guideline. Consider it like, if you don't know like what kind of like things to put in your breakfast, then like use this as a guideline, but don't treat it like it's gospel. Don't try so hard to like, you know, adhere to it. If you don't have like a starch or a protein in your breakfast, it's not the end of the world. But, you know, recommended you should have something like some kind of spread like this. So for breakfast, a fat, a protein, a starch, a fruit. And then you might be asking like, oh, what do you mean by like a fat or a protein? And in the book, in like the other pages, she has like lists of things that like she would consider like a fat. But each of my meals would contain at least 1 fat thing. So it includes like, you know, avocado, bacon, comma crisp, as opposed to like turkey bacon. And it even has like serving. Admittedly, the servings sound very small, but the point of it is to be like a little bit on the lighter side because you're eating more meals, but it should be less in terms of quantity. So it's still enough that you're not going to be hungry throughout the day, but because my body's still like adjusting to it, I am still like pretty hungry. I don't mean to like worry you guys. I don't mean to like make it sound like, oh, she's starving herself, but I do think it's like my body is like adjusting to this like new meal plan. But it does feel satisfactory because by the end of the like by dinner time, I'm eating like a good meal. So like yeah, in terms of the fats, there's like avocado, there's like butter, cheese spreads, chocolate, cream cheese, sour cream, mayonnaise. I could have mayonnaise. Let's see, seeds, salad dressings, and then like for protein, what does it say here? There's even a section on alcoholic beverages, but I was telling her that like I'm trying to not drink that much. Let's see. There's a list of proteins such as like poultry, fish. I'm only concerned with like the fish and like the cheeses. But there's also like eggs, hummus, tofu is included in that. Other things for protein. Let's see. All fried fish is like can be considered. Like I can still have fried fish as part of like my diet. Because the whole thing with this dietitian is that she's trying to make it very sustainable. It's not a like, all right, do this, you'll lose the weight, and then you know after the weight is lost, you go back to your old ways and you gain all that weight back. And so it's like I want to make this something that is like doable for you, you know, without necessarily like starving yourself. Something that's sustainable. So it does right now like feel doable, and there's even like a bit of it almost feels like because it's so granular like this, a part of it is like, oh, this feels like I could gamify this somehow. Like I wish there was a way, like, you know how we have like these Pomodoro like productivity programs. I wish there was like one where it's like plan your meal for your little character. And you know, there's like a drop down menu of like, you know, breakfast should recommended be like, you know, a starch and a protein, and these are your options for a starch and a protein, you know. But a lot of what the dietitian was trying to emphasize is like balance, you know, because I was telling her my usual eating habits, and she's like, all right, it sounds like you're trying really hard to incorporate like veggies in there, but you forgot your fruits. You don't talk a lot about like what fruits you eat. And I'm like, oh yeah, like I feel like I only have fruits as like a treat sometimes. Or unless like Beans just so happens to have like a bowl of apples and I like, you know, take one. But it does feel like oh, we're at the Trader Joe's, we got some strawberries and some cantaloupe. I have it as like a fun treat rather than like as something that I have on the daily, you know. And it's like that's actually like the preferred option compared to say like candy or ice cream. So I am trying to incorporate more fruits in what I eat, and there's even a part that has a treat. No treat. But yeah, and it's funny, there's a list of things that, you know, I can have as a treat, but it says here try to only have it once or twice a week. But it includes wow, I just noticed this right now. It has one Starbucks Grande Frappuccino. So only once or twice. But I also haven't just like eaten a frap, or not eaten, I haven't like drank a frap in a while. It has like cookies, it has has hors d'oeuvres, not horse divorce, but hors d'oeuvres. Seas candy, French fries, tortilla chips, popcorn, ice cream, okay, one thing that like blew my mind is that like acai bowl is considered a treat. I kind of thought that acai bowls were like healthy, but I guess that's one of those like, oh, my silly little little assumptions. Oh, I didn't even read this last part at the end. It has like, because she also recommended like at least 30 minutes of exercise a day. She said like a more flexible metric is 2 hours a week minimum of exercise. Because then that way, like when I go to work and or when I go to the office, I usually go to the gym right after. That's usually like an hour and a half to 2 hours. So that's actually like enough for my like weekly. But she was like, oh, try not to just do it all in one day. Try to do like a little bit every day. So yeah, it's you know, I like that it's like a new thing for me to learn about. It's like I said, there's like a little bit of gamification in it. So we have a little less than 10 seconds left. We're gonna start our focusing. But I saw that Mega Bronson had wandered off. You feel free to explore the island. There's also things you could do, like you could fish. I don't know if there's any other like activities, but yeah, it should hopefully be fun. But oh, let me pause this while I finish up what I'm saying. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and start my third session. This should be the last session, and then we have a long break. But for the long break, there's also a chance I might just call it there. Oh, you're gonna play basketball? Let's go. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Yeah, I don't mean to like imply that like you guys, if you guys are in my study server, you should be studying all the time. Feel free to explore. There's a lot to do in this game. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I might call it after the third study session, but we'll see. We'll see how we're feeling. But with that, let's go ahead and focus, and I'll chat with you guys either in the chat or I'll chat with you guys on the mic in about 25 minutes. So happy focusing. Alright, that was the last study session of the day. Let me put away my like mute asset stuff. Yeah, that was a whole 3 study sessions, and it was pretty good. That each study session, or at least focus session in my case, was better than the last, because now I finally have like a good sketch going, and the only thing I really need to— oh my god, you're floating, Owen. Yeah, so we're good, we're done. I'm gonna do— and I see Mega Bronson in the distance. I see Mega Bronson in the distance. What was it? Disruption cat, get distracted. Wait, are you like dancing? Wait, you know what? Now I can actually like— I'm gonna press F, there we go. Oh, we got the 466 tickets. Are you dancing? Wait, that's sick. That's sick. Wait, how do I emote again? Where are my emotes? Here we go. Coming in full game, coming in full game. Oh, there's a— oh, we could add each other as friends? ID card? Add friend? Wait, what happened? It just— my whole stream overlay. And no Yari? Oh, it adds you as a friend on Steam! Okay, I was like, what's happening? We're friends, we're friends. Where are the rest of my emotes? What's this? Oh, it's just a bow. How are you guys dancing? How are you guys dancing? Coming in full game. I can wave. I can— wait, let me go to C. Peace sign. Exercise the 4-panel thing. Oh, F. Oh, okay. Exercise? Heck yeah. You love to see it. Look at us go. Cool, cool. Oh, and it retains the timer. Okay, I was scared to like walk away from the desk because I was like, oh, it's gonna end the timer. You know, and we're not quite done just yet, but I like this. We're all rabbits now. I know. Wait, that's so cute. I haven't actually like seen the rest of the emotes in this. Wait, emote. Yeah, let me close that. See? It's not— oh, it's the focus. I was like, why isn't it letting me? It's because it's part of the focus. F. And then, let's see, we can eat, we can listen, we can meditate, we could read, we could write. What else do we have in exercise? Are we getting swole? We're getting swole! I love it. We're getting so swole. I'm thinking, though, to end things off, because we do have an ad break probably in like 4 minutes or so. I might boot up Go just to like show you— or GOGH. I'm gonna boot up GOGH, not for another focus sesh, but just to show you guys like the character creator and just how it looks. So if that's okay with y'all, that does mean that I'm gonna have to close on together. That means Mega Bronson and Owen, you guys are gonna get kicked. I don't know how abrupt it's gonna look. But otherwise, thanks for joining the study sesh. And then for— oh, there we go. Alright, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, we're gonna end the study sesh here, but thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna boot up GOGH. That's before you could kick me, nerd! Nerd! Love it, love it, love it. But yeah, this is fun. It's always fun. And now I have more tickets, so maybe the next time we boot this up, I'll be able to buy more things. But the game is still in early access. It's still for free. So if you guys want to check it out, feel free. I know that Mega Bronson was having some fun. I saw that she posted in the Discord that you were on a swan boat. You'll love to see it. But otherwise, let me go ahead and end this session. Return to menu. So apologies to Mega Bronson. I don't know how it's gonna look. There you go. Shut it down. Shut it down. And then, let's see. For the gaming capture, we'll put it on invisible for now. And then I'm gonna run GOGH. Just to show you guys. Let me go ahead and find it. And then we're probably gonna call it there, because it's almost 2 o'clock my time. Might get some lunch after this. Where is it? Where is GOGH? Focus with your avatar. This one is not free from what I can see. Oh, it's so loud. I know you guys can't hear it yet, but it it blasted my ears. My freaking ears. There's a sketch chat? Oh, okay. Alright, let me close this just so I can adjust the volume. Oh my god, there's so much happening. There's a creature in my place. Let me show you what I'm looking at. GOGH. There we go. Oh, the frame rate. Interesante. And then let's make sure that you guys can hear stuff as well from GOGH. There we go. So this is what GOGH looks like. That's what my little avatar looks like. I tried to make it look as binka as I could. Oh, is it smoother now that... Oh, it's smoother now that it's in the foreground. I see, I see. Oh, that's what the... Okay, what is this? So, first of all, when you first boot up the game, it prompts you to, like, make your avatar. This is what I came up with. Oh, who are these? Are these customs? This is what I came up with. See? It has my jacket. I think that's the cool part, is that it has my jacket. And I was able to have, like, earrings that kind of resemble my style. I know that my, like, bear model doesn't quite show, like, that I have... Or, like, it doesn't have glasses, but I do wear glasses IRL. So I always feel the need, when I have, like, a human Sona, I always add glasses to it. The buns are cute, right? The buns are cute. The only thing is, the colors are a little wonky. I'll show you with my eyebrows. Because if you look at my model, my eyebrows are brown. So I'm gonna try to make that brown. So I'm gonna pick a orange, and I'm gonna try to put the saturation down, and then down on the brightness as well, to make a brown. But look at the eyebrows. It's not quite... It's not that color. It's not matching the color at all. It's like a bright orange. So some things are a little bit wonky. That's why I just opt for black eyebrows. Let's actually cancel that. Discard edits. And then afterwards you also get to like set up a little study room. I just picked like, you can set up your own room, but I just opted for like one of the default options they have. And yeah, this is what I ended up with. When you first boot up the game, it also gives you a little egg, like a little little Digimon egg, where it's like, oh, don't worry about this egg. It's just gonna be doing stuff. Do not be concerned about the egg. And now that I booted it up again, it now hatched into some kind of magnet thingy, Mamekuro, over here. So it's pretty neat. This might be the next productivity program that we explore, right? There's also a little unicorn down there that wasn't explained, but it's cute regardless. But I haven't really checked out anything else with this. As you can see, it has like the local time in the corner, it has a local date. Let's see, there's like stats from my little like creature thing. A Mamekuro, a baby form of Kuroda 42. This feels very Digimon, right? Or Pokemon. It's a baby, yeah. So maybe this might... That's another reason why I kind of want to explore this, is because it has that little like function of like it's a Digimon. Let me look at the controls real quick, because I wasn't really paying attention that much. Oh, we have our last ad break for the day. So after this, we're probably going to call it. So if you guys want to depart as of right now, that's totally fine as well. I totally get it. But after the ad break, we're probably just going to mosh and we're going to raid. But otherwise, I did want to just show you guys what GOGH looks like. Oh no, I accidentally quit. I did just want to show that off. It's a pretty neat program and I'm excited to try out some more. Actually, if I refresh, can I just... Nah, it's not giving... Oh no, I can't snooze. I can't snooze. Okay, we're just gonna snooze the ad. And, let's mosh. Because I was like, I didn't have any snoozes this whole stream. Here, let me put that away. And let's mosh. Let's call it. Oh, what's this? My heart will go on. Interesting, interesting. There's Shinigami. Let's look at Little V Mills. I feel like I like his covers a lot. Let's mosh. For anyone that hasn't moshed with us, all you gotta do is when you hear the music, just feel free to spam your favorite emotes. And I'm gonna make your little stream avatars fight each other. There's no correlation between who wins the mosh pit and who Who spams the most emotes? It's RNG, and it's not rigged. He has Magia. What else does he have here? All Hill Shadow. What's up, people? But oh my gosh. He has What's Up, People. We might listen to What's Up, People by Maximum the Hormone. But yeah, we'll listen to that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and raid. But let me just stop raids right now. And okay, once you hear the music, get to motion. Oh, let me stop the Spotify. It's from Death Note, by the way. If you feel like it sounds familiar, it's from Death Note. Let's go. Oh my god. Let's see who we are raiding into. Oh yeah, let's get the mosh pit started. Oh my god, the Sklimbo emote. Let's see, we raided into Folk recently. We also raided into Ghosty recently, so it's like, do we raid them again? We probably should. Oh, Ghosty's playing Peak. And she's celebrating her birthday, so I might as well raid into Ghosty. I know, because it's a one-on-one with me and Owen. It's like, oh no, it's more likely, I'm more likely to get the rigged accusations. I believe in you, Owen. I believe in you. Rigged? No! It's not. It's one-on-one though. It's a 50-50 shot. It's a 50-50 shot. Well, we'll just see with the next round. We'll just see. Oh yeah, the Hello Kitty on the guitar though. I used to love Maximum the Hormone. I still do, but I just don't listen to them as much as I'd like. See, Owen's winning this time, unless I get that med pack. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, the accusations, I can already feel them. I can already feel the accusations, no! It's not rigged, it's not. No, look! Owen can get that med pack. There we go. Ah, there was another med pack there. I believe in you, Owen. I believe in you. See? It's not rigged. It's not. It's not. Yeah, we do have enough time for a tiebreaker. We do have enough time for a tiebreaker. Still rigged? Still rigged? Oh yeah, okay, let's do it. Round 3. Oh, never mind, that's like the end, but I guess we won't find out, will we? I guess we won't find out. It's okay, we'll keep it going, we'll keep it going. Oh no, there is still more. They just showed the credits early. Snooze. Snooze that ad. Oh, who's getting that? Ah, dang it, I got the freaking med pack. Oh, no, I can already hear it. It's a 50-50 shot is what I'm saying. Is what I'm saying. What's up, people? Right. Ah. It's okay. It's okay. It's not rigged. It's just, sometimes that's just how it be. Sometimes that's just how the Binko bears. Alright guys, next week is my birthday! So, that's right, next week's my birthday, so we're gonna see what I end up planning for then. I totally have something planned, by the way, totally. But I'll see you guys next week. All right. I don't have you know, I don't know yet what exactly I'm gonna be doing for that whole week, but I will keep you updated. But otherwise, we're gonna go ahead and raid into Ghosty. Speaking of birthdays, it was hers recently this past Monday, so now she is playing Peak with some friends. She actually invited me to play some Peak as well, not for this stream, but just in general, and I'm kind of excited to do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and start that raid. As always, I hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, and evening, and as always, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Thanks for the study sesh, and have a good weekend, you guys. Ready? Bye-bye. Wait, unpin this message. There we go. Bye-bye!